Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, we're going to be recapping last night's in-season tournament semifinals. Actually, semifinals 2. Well, one really good game, another one that was supposed to be good, but we're going to talk about that today. Set up the in-season tournament championship game, which is tomorrow on Saturday. Very excited for it. And yeah, we're going to recap that today here in this video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. If you missed any other recaps any other days, you can go back and watch that on the channel. Links to my Twitter, TikTok, stuff like that in the description down below. And I'll say it in the beginning of the video, because last time I said at the end of the video, I'm almost at 400. We're almost at 400 subscribers. We're only like 5 away. So, if you're watching this, we're under 400, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it a whole lot. And yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So the first game we had was the Eastern Conference semifinal, the Pacers and the Bucks in Vegas. Pacers win this game 128-119. We knew coming into this game, the over-under I think of this game was high. It was like 2, I forgot what the exact number was, but it was very high because both these teams are teams that score a lot of points, but give up a lot of points as well. So yeah, the first quarter was close. The Pacers outscored the Bucks 36-22 in the second quarter. They held a double-digit lead going into halftime, but then the Bucks stormed back in the third quarter, outscoring Indiana 43-28 in the third. But then the fourth quarter, the Pacers outscored Milwaukee 37-25, led by Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner as well. Bruce Brown a little bit here in there as well. The Pacers come back and Tyrese Halliburton hits a big three-pointer. It's a layup and then it's a big step-back three to seal the game. Pacers win. Pacers are still undefeated in tournament play. They're 6-0. They're moving on to the championship game. They go to 12-8. The Bucks fall to 15-7 on the year, because remember, it does also count to regular season stats and wins. Team stats: Pacers shot 49% of the field. Bucks shot 45%. The Pacers only hit 7 threes in this game, which is rare. The Pacers are one of the better three-point shooting teams. Bucks hit 12 threes. Indiana forced 12 Milwaukee turnovers. They assisted Milwaukee as well, 30-19. For Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton 27, 7, and 15. Shot 11 for 19, 3 for 9 from 3, and 0 turnovers. In the last 2 games of the NCAA tournament, he has had crazy games. He had 26, 10, and 13 with no turnovers against Boston. And then last night, 27, 7, and 15 with no turnovers against Milwaukee. In the last 2 games, he has 53 points, 28 assists, and 0 turnovers. That is insane. He's reaching superstardom right in front of our eyes, in front of the national media, on national TV, in front of everybody. He is reaching superstar level status. He's been one of the best, if not maybe the best point guard in the NBA this season. Just his passing without turning the ball over has been amazing. His shot making has been amazing. And just his clutch time moments. He had a bunch of just clutch shots, especially the last 2 days. He's had a bunch of huge clutch moments, bringing this team energy. Looking amazing. He's reaching superstar level status in front of everybody's eyes, and it's been super fun to watch. And the Pacers now moving on to the championship game. Miles Turner also had a really good game in this one too. 26, 10, and 3 blocks. Obi Toppin had 14 points. Isaiah Jackson 11 off the bench, and Bruce Brown had 10 points. So Buddy Hield also had 11 rebounds. Indiana's moving on to the championship game. And I feel like, thinking about it and seeing what the Pacers have been doing, I feel like the in-season tournament was made for a team like the Pacers, where it's a regular season, they're not in the playoffs yet, it's early in the year, a young team trying to establish themselves. By the regular season, the teams score a lot of points. The defense isn't fully 100% there all the time, But the Pacers, I feel like this tournament and this was made for a team like Indiana Pacers, a young team wanting a lot to prove early in the year, trying to make a statement to everybody and themselves. I feel like this is a tournament. This was made for the Indiana Pacers, and they're taking it and running with it, man. It's fun to see. For Milwaukee, Giannis at 37 and 10, 24, 7 and 7 for Dame. Shot just 7 for 20 from the field. Had a really good third quarter, but after that, didn't have a great fourth. Chris Middleton had 20, and then Brook Lopez had 18 and 6 with 4 blocks. Didn't really get much help from the bench. Or Malik Beasley also was 1 for 4. Yeah, the Bucks just couldn't really hit shots when it mattered most. Dame didn't have a great fourth quarter, even though he's been the clutchest player in the league this year. Couldn't hit shots in the fourth. Brook Lopez's three-point shot wasn't really falling like that. The bench didn't really provide a lot of energy. They had a lot of turnovers as well, and couldn't guard. That's been the one thing about Milwaukee that I'm kind of worried about when it comes to playoff time. I know their offense is going to be fine. Their defense, though, is not great. So it's they got to find a way to figure this out. And, of course, I heard there's reports and rumors about Chris Haynes saying that Bobby Portis There's some tension in the Bucks locker room telling Adrian Griffin, hey, you got to be better. And I agree. I feel like Adrian Griffin hasn't been great. I feel like all of his adjustments we talk about, are ones that the players have brought up, and not him has made some adjustments. So I think he's got to be better. But of course, this is his first year coaching, still trying to figure out all the things. But Indiana, man, they're moving on. And the next game we had was Pelicans, Lakers. The Lakers blow out New Orleans 133-89 to advance to the championship game. It was a good first quarter, but then the Lakers outscored the Pelicans 38-24 in the second, and then 43-17 in the third, and that was it. Lakers go to 14-9. Pelicans fall to 12-11. Team stats: the Lakers shot 55% from the field. Pelicans shot 36%. Lakers hit 17 threes. Pelicans only hit 7 threes. Lakers out-assisted New Orleans 31-22, and out-rebounded them 59-42. The Lakers, LeBron James, what a dominant performance. Second quarter on, he just was doing anything he wanted to. 35-8, shot 9 for 12 from the field, 4 for 4 from 3, was a plus 36 in this game. He was just doing whatever he wanted to. In the second quarter, he had that string of we hit 3 threes in a row, including a logo 3. Then after that, it just started to go. He started getting to the rim, cutting, dunking, doing whatever he wanted out there. He dominated this game. And it's just so fun to see, again, a 38-year-old, year 21 LeBron just going out there and dominate. And the Lakers really play with a lot of energy, a lot of intensity in this game. Defensively, they really locked in. Of course, throughout most of the season, they've been kind of just like a defensive team, even though they're usually one of the better ones. But the last 2 games, they've been locking in really on the defensive end, and that's big to see. They had contribution for everyone. They had 6 players scoring double figures. Austin Reeves at 17-5 and 7 off the bench. AD at 16-5 and 6 with 2 blocks. Taurean Prince at 15. He had 5 threes. That's big for them. 14 for D'Lo, and then Rui Hachimura had 12 points off the bench. Lakers just came out in the second and third quarter and just put them to bed. Put the Pelicans to bed. Locked in on defense. Offense, they started hitting their threes, led by LeBron, and they dominated. The Pelicans just didn't really have the energy in this game, especially second quarter, second half especially. Just didn't really have the energy. The shot making wasn't really there. The playmaking wasn't really there. The defense, they just looked defeated. They had 3 players scoring double figures. Brandon Ingram was 4 for 13. CJ was 4 for 14. Trey Murphy off the bench 5 for 13. Valanciunas was 3 for 9. Zion 6 for 8, but he wasn't really super impactful in this game, I felt like. And yeah, they just had a really bad game out there. And the Lakers came in, dominated. And now we have our championship game set. Lakers Pacers on Saturday in Vegas for the NCAA tournament championship and for an extra $500K in their pockets. And which is funny because the Pacers are the lowest payroll team in the NBA, making it all the way here because they want their money. But it's going to be a very fun game, man. I'm very excited to see the Pacers and the Lakers. The Lakers been locking in on defense recently. The Pacers, of course, we know what they're about. It's going to be a fun game, kind of like clash between a contender that's been around for a while and then a young team trying to come up, and do their thing, And the Pacers have beaten the competition, So have the Lakers. Lakers have beat the Suns a few times. They beat the Pelicans. The Pacers have gone through the Celtics and Bucks, which are 2 of the top teams in the league. So they're ready for this. I feel like they're ready for this. It's going to be a fun game. A lot of highs. It's going to come down to the wire. I feel like, or hope it does, but I feel like it will come down to the wire. And yeah, I'm super excited, man. This NCAA tournament, man. Shout out to Adam Silver. He found something with this. Super fun. The level of, competitiveness and the level of just how games have been in the NCAA tournament, even in like the group play and now here, has been just like amazing. We got a lot of close games, a lot of great performances, clutch finishes. I felt that the last night, the Laker game was the only game where it was like, okay. Like where I the mid of the third, I kind of was like, all right, I'm done. I'm cutting off. I'm going to watch Thursday Night Football. Which, why would I do that to myself? Because it was a better game than I thought. But yeah, NCAA tournament, man, it should be here to stay. I think everyone's gonna be on board it now, and it's gonna stay around for a little while, But yeah, it's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, enjoyed the content. Consider subscribing, turn notifications, do also like that. I'd really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.